Let me speak to you man to man for a moment. Modern dating has made a lot of men feel disposable. Not because they are weak or boring, but because some women know they can keep a man around without ever choosing him fully. She gives you just enough attention to keep you interested, just enough affection to keep you guessing, and just enough potential to keep you waiting. Meanwhile, she invests her real energy somewhere else. That situation hurts more than rejection because rejection gives clarity. Being treated like an option gives confusion, hope, and frustration all mixed together. Every man feels it before he admits it. Her tone changes, her enthusiasm fades, her consistency drops. Plans become vague, effort becomes minimal. Meanwhile, she still expects availability from you. Most men overcompensate by chasing harder, explaining more, and proving they're worth choosing. That is the worst move you can make. It turns you into a convenient placeholder. The truth is simple. If a woman treats you like an option, it's because she believes she has leverage. She believes she has time. She believes you won't walk. The moment she feels differently, the dynamic changes. The goal isn't punishment, the goal is self-respect. 1. Create scarcity. A woman treats a man like an option when she believes there is no consequence to doing so. Most men react in the opposite way. They give more energy, text more, explain more, and try harder to prove they deserve priority. That behavior creates abundance, not scarcity. It tells her you are available no matter how little she invests. Once she knows that, her interest levels flatten. Scarcity is not about playing childish games. It is about controlling access. When a woman does not prioritize you, your time, attention, and presence should not be freely available. Pull your energy back calmly, not with complaints or warnings, just reduce access. If she texts late, reply when you actually have time. If she flakes, don't reschedule instantly. If she becomes vague, you become selective. If she shows low effort, match or lower it. That shift forces her to evaluate you differently because it removes the comfort of certainty. Scarcity also exposes intentions. A woman who values you will adjust her behavior when she feels your distance. She will initiate more, invest more, and make space for you. A woman who never planned to choose you will let the connection fade. That clarity saves men from wasting months in situations that should have lasted weeks. Every man must understand one thing: your attention is a resource. When you treat it like a discount item, people treat you like a discount option. When you treat it like something valuable, people handle it with consideration. Scarcity makes her think. Scarcity makes her choose. Scarcity reminds her you are a man with standards, not a placeholder waiting for his turn. 2. Stop campaigning. Most men don't realize how much they try to sell themselves once they sense a woman is pulling back. They campaign, they pitch, they prove, they push their value instead of letting her experience it. That energy communicates insecurity. It shows you're chasing validation from a woman who barely prioritizes you. Campaigning never makes her choose you. It makes her comfortable keeping you as a backup. When a woman treats you like an option, the first mistake men make is trying to convince her she misjudged them. They highlight their consistency, their loyalty, their potential, or their intentions. None of that changes anything. Women don't choose based on explanations. They choose based on how they feel around you and how they perceive your status in their world. If she already placed you in a low-priority category, words won't elevate you. Behavior might. Walking away might. But campaigning never will. Stop trying to negotiate your worth. A man doesn't need to present a resume to a woman he's romantically involved with. If she doesn't see the value in your energy, your presence, or your leadership without being reminded, then she isn't choosing you. And if she isn't choosing you, there is no relationship to negotiate. Men forget they have power in dating too. The power to decide who gets access, the power to reject situations that drain, the power to walk away from people who don't choose them. Once you stop campaigning, the dynamic flips. You force her to evaluate you based on the void you leave instead of the effort you push. A woman who is undecided becomes curious when a man stops campaigning. A woman who is disinterested becomes silent. Both outcomes are useful. One leads forward, one gives closure. Either way, you stop wasting time. 3. Don't reward low effort. A woman who treats you like an option often gives low effort but expects high return. She sends short replies but wants long conversations. She makes vague plans but expects clear availability. She gives attention on her schedule but expects consistency from you. Men fall into the trap of rewarding that imbalance because they fear losing her. That fear destroys leverage. Rewarding low effort teaches her 2 things. She can keep you without investing, and you accept unequal treatment. Once that is established, she has no reason to change. Modern dating already gives her validation from social media, attention from other men, and entertainment from constant distractions. If you add effort without requiring anything in return, you become a supplier, not a contender. Men need to set standards without announcing them. Standards are enforced through action. If she replies dry, don't overcompensate. If she cancels last minute, don't reschedule instantly. If she engages only when bored, don't respond instantly. Don't argue about her behavior. Don't lecture. Don't confront like a parent. Just refuse to reward imbalance. Equal effort builds attraction. Unequal effort builds convenience. Most men confuse patience with tolerance. Patience grows connection when 2 people are investing. Tolerance sustains situations where only one person benefits. A man must learn the difference early, or he will always find himself in positions where he feels chosen last. The moment you stop rewarding low effort, her behavior gives you clarity. A woman who sees value in you will adjust upward. She'll communicate more, initiate more, invest more, and show more consistency. A woman who only kept you as a placeholder will drop off. Both outcomes protect your peace. 4. Be willing to walk. One of the strongest tactics a man can use in modern dating is also the rarest: the willingness to walk away, not as a strategy, not as a scare tactic, as a habit. Most problems men face with women come from their inability to leave situations that no longer serve them. They stay because they see potential. They stay because they believe she will change. They stay because they already invested time. And in staying, they signal they are negotiable. A woman treats a man like an option when she senses he won't leave. The lack of boundaries makes her choices easy. She doesn't have to choose, she doesn't have to invest, and she doesn't have to commit. The situation slowly becomes comfortable for her and painful for him. When a man has no exit strategy, he loses all leverage, and attraction follows. Being willing to walk isn't fear-based, it's values-based. It means you refuse to stay where you are not respected, prioritized, or chosen. It means you don't beg for behavior that should be natural. It means you don't entertain confusion as if it's romantic tension. When a man carries that energy, women treat him differently. They feel the boundaries without needing explanation. Women test men unconsciously through behavior. A man willing to walk does not fail those tests. The beauty of walking away is not the separation, it's the clarity. The moment you step back, the situation reveals itself. A woman who values you will reach out, adjust, or show desire. A woman who never planned to choose you will let you go quietly. Either outcome protects your dignity and your time. Walking away is not losing. Staying in a low-value position is. 5. Match her investment. A woman who treats you like an option is usually operating at a lower investment level than you are. The problem isn't that she invests less. The problem is that you invest more. In dating, imbalance creates hierarchy. The person who invests more cares more. The person who invests less controls more. When men overinvest without receiving matching effort, they give away control, leverage, and respect all at once. Matching investment is simple. If she initiates, you engage. If she plans, you follow through. If she shows effort, you reciprocate. If she slows down, you slow down. Matching isn't passive, it's measured. It keeps both people accountable and prevents fantasy from replacing reality. Many men build attachments based on potential instead of patterns. Investment reveals patterns faster than feelings ever will. Men often confuse matching investment with playing hard to get. It is not about pretending, it is about responding to reality instead of imagination. When you match a woman's effort, you see who she really is. If she wants something meaningful, her investment increases naturally. If she only wants attention, her effort stays minimal. If she wants convenience, she disappears once things require more than casual energy. Matching forces the truth out without a single argument. Investment also protects your self-respect. When a man invests too much in a woman who doesn't reciprocate, he eventually becomes frustrated. He starts analyzing, questioning, confrontational thinking, and emotional bargaining. None of that leads to attraction. Matching prevents resentment by keeping pace with what's actually happening instead of what you wish was happening. A woman can only treat a man like an option if he invests like a fan. When you match instead of chase, you become the standard, not the supply. 6. Control emotional access. Most men assume women only value physical access, but emotional access is more important in modern dating. A woman who treats you like an option often takes full advantage of emotional access while giving minimal investment in return. She may not choose you fully, but she will gladly take your reassurance, attention, compliments, validation, and support. Men give this freely because it feels like progress. In reality, it nourishes a situation that keeps you stuck. Emotional access must be earned, not gifted. A man should not be a therapist, validator, or emotional energy source to a woman who does not prioritize him. When you allow full emotional access without commitment, she benefits from intimacy without responsibility. That dynamic creates attachment for you and convenience for her. Convenience kills masculine momentum. Controlling emotional access doesn't require coldness. It requires boundaries. If she only reaches out when she needs comfort, don't respond instantly. If she only opens up during boredom or loneliness, don't be available on demand. If she wants deep connection without giving clarity, slow the intimacy down. Protect your emotional bandwidth the same way you would protect your finances or time. Men underestimate how powerful selective intimacy is. Women pay attention to what they must earn. They ignore what they get for free. When a man limits emotional access, two things happen. First, she realizes his attention has value. Second, she understands there is a standard for deeper connection. Both create polarity. The highest form of emotional control is not silence or distance. It's being intentional with what parts of yourself you reveal and when. Emotional access should reflect investment, not sympathy or desire. When you master that, you stop being an option because you stop behaving like one. 7. Let her feel uncertainty. A woman treats a man like an option when she feels certainty. Certainty that he won't leave. Certainty that he will wait. Certainty that he will entertain her even when she gives little. Certainty removes urgency. Urgency drives decisions. When there is no uncertainty, she has no reason to choose, prioritize, or invest. She can take her time because she believes you'll still be there. Uncertainty isn't manipulation. It's natural when a man has standards. When a woman senses she could lose access to you, she is forced to define what you represent in her life. That moment reveals intentions. If you are important, she secures the position. If you're optional, she drifts. Men fear that uncertainty will push women away, but the truth is simple. Only women who never plan to choose you leave during uncertainty. That saves time, energy, and peace. Letting her feel uncertainty means you stop broadcasting your availability. You stop reassuring her constantly. You stop explaining your feelings before she reveals hers. You stop making the connection predictable. Predictability kills pursuit. Women respond to men who create emotional movement. curiosity, desire, and evaluation. Not men who sit still waiting for confirmation. Most men misunderstand feminine behavior during uncertainty. Withdrawal, testing, or slower communication is not always rejection. Often, it's reflection. She's deciding whether you are worth choosing or just entertaining. Women make those decisions based on how they feel around you, not on how much you chase them. Uncertainty makes her think. Thinking makes her choose. A man who eliminates uncertainty eliminates momentum. A man who embraces uncertainty becomes a man who gets chosen, not a man who waits to be picked. Men, here's the truth. Being treated like an option is never about her. It's about your boundaries, standards, and self-respect. Stop over-investing. Stop chasing. Stop giving what she doesn't earn. Create scarcity. Match her effort. Control your emotional access. And be willing to walk. Let uncertainty exist, and let her feel the weight of your value. Women respond to men who hold themselves with dignity, who don't beg for attention, and who demand respect through action, not words. When you live by these principles, you stop being an option and start being the man she must choose or lose.